We have the Lion here. I don't know if we've ever gotten the Lion before, but here's why I'm so obsessed with it and here for it. So I almost said the King. The Lion, right, is very much a King of Wands energy. Now, why I really love this is because King of Wands, actually, he is my favorite king, and here's why. Out of all the kings in the suit, he's my favorite king because he's the master of timing. And that is something I personally struggle with. I'm sure I'm not the only one, but he is the master of knowing when to move and when to be still. He always has all the energy he needs because he never wastes it. He always knows what offers are worth taking up, which ones are worth passing by, what, you know what, I'm going to take this half day because I have a feeling I'm going to need the energy a couple days from now. He is the master of timing. Because remember, the wands rule the realm of the actions that we do or don't take, particularly around the work that we love to do, or the relationships or aspects or projects or whatever pastimes that we are passionate about, right? Fascinating this is coming up in this way. Especially with the activation point, it does feel like a time to be primed and ready and kind of building that momentum as opposed to like running off. It doesn't feel like it's quite time to run. It feels like it's a time to kind of wake up and activate. And it feels like that's what this month is. It's an activation. I do feel like you're going to be starting to see the first influxes. Because it's interesting because I saw people coming towards Aquarians, so new offers or offers of friendship or going, hey, do you want to help me out with this? Do you want to partake in this? Do you want to partner on this? What do you think about this? How do you feel about this? Can I get your advice about this? It's that kind of proposition. And then we have a king coming up here where traditionally when we think about kings, people go to kings to ask them for their help, for their guidance, for, whatever else. So it's really fascinating that we have the Lion coming up for February. Fascinating. I like it. It feels really, really good. Also, lions are a symbol of power and authority, right? And it's, in a way, I feel like it's commenting on a new power, a new authority, a new way of going about bucking the old system. We love that, don't we? Because they're like, yeah, yes. Let's see what's going on for Aquarius in February. Good Lord. Ooh, I like it so much. Aquarius. Did anyone know that Notorious B.I.G. song? I don't know, piping it to me. We just came out in our own reading, which is always a really good sign and very auspicious. And right off the top here, like, no waiting, first in line. So the Star. Now, what's really fascinating about this is about being in the spotlight as well as like representing our Aquarian energy. Remember when I said that I saw like the Star and then I saw the beams coming down and like an activation point? And then we have the lighthouse here with this beam of light. Remember I saw the star in the sky and then we have a starry sky. Hello. The Star is also about wish fulfillment as well, but it talks about, and I feel like this is incredibly pertinent. There's an aspect of wish fulfillment. When you look at this pearl, right, inside the oyster, this is the product of basically irritation. It's kind of that saying of like, be careful what you wish for because you just might get it. In the book, this talks about, people tend to complain the loudest when they get what they want. It's true. We wish for things and then we get them and then it requires change of us or fears come up or we suddenly get afraid that we're going to lose what we just got. And it's a whole thing, right? And we find ourselves longing for the simpler times before we attracted this new job or this new relationship or this, right? So I feel like that's coming forth here and saying, first of all, get ready. Get ready. We're talking about wish fulfillment. We're talking about being the beacon, being in the spotlight. You're going to have offers. You're going to have people drawn to you for your advice, your partnership, whatever this is, in ways that feel a bit like, am I a beacon in the middle of the night? Yes, you're a beacon in the middle of the night. And it's interesting that this is coming to the forefront during Venus and Mercury in retrograde. And we think about Aquarian energy being before its time, maybe even being seen as a bit different or backwards. And then we have this coming up. Y'all better get ready. Y'all better get ready. But, that also speaks of, great hope, great love. Again, the bright side of wish fulfillment. There's just something aligned within the Aquarius energy for this month that feels like you're going to be seen and chosen and picked out. And it's really beautiful. And you can work with that opportunity as it arises, right? Wow, we got 2 for 1. I want to read them together as the second placement. 2 more major arcana. So this is going to be a very significant month, okay? When they're majors, it's destined, it's a big event, right? So we have the Tower, Scorpio energy, and Temperance, Sagittarius energy. So what's brilliant with this is that the Tower is about a big change. It's a rearrangement. It's something coming in by sudden force, and suddenly things are very different in a moment. And then we have it with Temperance, which says to me, this is about balance, patience, inner and outer harmony, and peace. Big change, big rearrangement, and then it's balanced with peace, right? You know, when we think about the rainbow, again, with these irises here representing the goddess Iris, who was the goddess of rainbows, or is the goddess of rainbows, right? It's really to speak about an alignment of self, an alignment of the chakras, so that we can have direct access to our intuition and that visionary point and perspective that we are so well known for. There's going to be a big change coming up for us this month. It's right here, but I feel like it's a change. Remember when I said it, it feels, because the collective is going to be feeling things incredibly, it's a big energy for February. I feel like water signs are going to be a bit more susceptible to it, to be honest with you. But it feels like, remember I said it feels like you're able to just like ride the wave and sit on top of it as opposed to be in it. And then we have right here, like 1 foot here, 1 foot in the water, like balancing that. It's really fascinating, right? You know, I also want to point out the fact that this angel here on the Wheel of Fortune, is it the Wheel of Fortune? No, it's the world key. All of the 4 fixed signs are represented, right? So we're represented by an angel on that key. No, it's Wheel of Fortune. I'm going to go back and forth on that. We're represented by the angel, and then we have the angel here as well. Angels are known for being messengers, bearers of news, right? A bit of a dramatic entrance. Sounding familiar? You know, did you know that the iris is the flower for February? Or for Aquarius, I should say, actually, not February, Aquarius. Did you know that? Iris flower, Aquarius? So we have a lot of Aquarius energy coming in here. I feel like this is going to be a big change where life looks very different. A lot of opportunity, a lot of shifts and bucking the system, but it's going to feel like home. It doesn't feel like it's happening to us. It feels like it's happening through us, which is really, ooh, wow. So we have the 10 of Wands here, which is really interesting. You know, the 10 of Wands is being at the end of a given cycle. Remember, we have the King of Wands here as well. The 10 of Wands being at the end of a given cycle, this is about all of that work, all of that perseverance, all of that effort accumulating in a movement to a new place, a new state of being, a new set of given circumstances, a new perspective. It is a lot of effort. I do feel like how it's depicted in this deck, though, I feel like there's a very distinct transition between endings that want to happen, making way for newness with these budding flowers here, right? But I'm really getting this like castle that doesn't seem to have a very sturdy foundation. Like it's built on rock formation. And I feel like one bad earthquake and it's not going to be too great, because it's reminding me of this tower here, right? I feel like there's something about, for this month for Aquarians, it's like, yeah, with this rocks underneath here as well. You know, it feels like there's a big shift that's going to lead to a brand new cycle. So these opportunities that come in, it may feel like a lot. It may feel like a lot of attention. It may feel like a lot of people wanting your advice or your time or your help or whatever it is. But I do feel like it might get a bit intense, but I feel like all of it's leading towards a brand new cycle, a new chapter with these new opportunities. So it's just about grounding yourself as you go through to be able to discern, like the King of Wands, which offers are worth taking, which offers are letting go, letting go, where your time is really best spent for this month, where your efforts are best spent for this month. I feel like that's incredibly important. Let's go ahead and get some clarifiers. I've also noticed here, I just have to like call myself out on this and tell you that I'm noticing this, because I feel like it's a comment on the reading. So normally the first row that I pull is from one deck and the clarifiers are from another deck, so that if there's any repeats that want to come up, we can get our repeats. But the first key that I pulled here is from the Lisa Robertson deck, right, with the star. And then I pulled from the other deck by accident for the clarifiers. So we're doing things, it's in order, but we're switching it up. And I feel like that's a comment on this month as well. Doing things a bit differently, switching it up. So now I'm going to use this deck to clarify this first key, and then use this deck to clarify the colors. You see what I'm saying? It's kind of great though. I feel like it's like, oh my God, what if we did this differently? Again, with that Aquarian energy, I have an idea how to do this differently, right? All right. Clarifier for the star. Let's do it. Oh, yes. Righteous. Okay. So we have the Page of Pentacles here to clarify the star. What were we talking about with new offers, new opportunities, right? Knowing which ones are worth our time and effort. The Page of Pentacles is very much about learning as well and being willing to learn new things, do things differently like we've been talking about. But it also talks about offers or possibilities that have long-term potential with the Earth energy here, right? With the Pentacles. So that's really, really brilliant. Really, really brilliant. Wish fulfillment, offers, opportunity with the Pentacle. I think things are going to be really popping off for you guys this month, but in a really positive, exciting way. But I keep hearing sometimes it can be intense to get what we want or get a lot of something at once, but just call upon that lion energy to go, help me to discern what's worth my time right now and what's worth focusing on, right? But it's like a good problem to have, right? Temperance Tower. Okay, well, right. So this is commenting what I just said. To clarify the Temperance in the Tower, we have the Seven of Wands. So this makes a lot of sense. So Seven of Wands is very much about the effort that you put in that pays off. Okay, this is kind of about, I always hear that John Mayer song whenever I pull this. This is that I'm bigger than my body gives me credit for kind of energy. Where it's like, yes, there's going to be challenges within this month. And the fact that it's commenting on Temperance in the Tower, I feel like these challenges have to do with the collective energy as well. And then our response to that, not our reaction to it, but our response. So I do feel like this is going to, this wish fulfillment, these offers, this change of perspective, people coming to you, your change of perspective within and for yourself, it's going to require energy and focus, because we have more wands here, back to the King of Wands, but you can call upon that lion energy to discern when and where and how you channel that focus and effort as the month goes on, right? I'm hearing stay balanced, stay aligned, and the more that you can do exactly as you want to do, as you choose to do, from a place of not obligation, but divine inspiration, the more you're going to keep this party going, the more people are going to be attracted to you, the more that beacon is going to be able to be lit, truly lit. Nine of Cups, wish fulfillment. Aquarius. You know, this is clarifying the Ten of Wands here. What do we talk about? All of this resulting in a new cycle, new movement, new energy, new chapter. A new chapter of wish fulfillment, getting what you want. But there's an aspect of getting what you didn't even know you wanted as well. Like you're like, oh my God, guys, this is the Tower. This is the Temperance. This is the Star. You have wish fulfillment all over this. That there's something about the energy this month that is working from it feels like a cellular level with Aquarian energy, with everything that's going on, that we have an opportunity to work with this energy with the help of the lion, right? To be in a completely different place by the end of it. Or if not, because this is more like warmer months, if not by the end of the month, there are things that are going to be activated within this month that, depending on what you do or do not do, are going to lead to, because this is spring and summer, right? So we could be looking at the actions that you do or don't take this month, right? What you say yes to, what you say no to, really resulting in a very happy but different, drastically different change in circumstances that are related to wish fulfillment, right? As we go on throughout this, I feel like the rest of the half of the year, I feel like from now, spring into summer even. That feels like the length of time we're looking at here. And this is the beginning of that. Nine of Cups, wish fulfillment, but it's also about extremity. And then we also have the Ten of Wands, which is about extremity, right? So ground yourself, balance, and know, you know, when to say yes, when to say no, and kind of like how to pace yourself, but also enjoy the ride. Because this is brilliant, well-deserved, and very timely. Let's get an oracle. I'm like, I think it might have been a minute since we've had an Aquarius reading that was like that, like boom, major arcana, like boom, 2 wish fulfillment keys. It's really never had the lion before. It feels really, really exciting actually. Let's go ahead and get an oracle. Oh my God, I just got shivies, darling shivies. So we have Blodavid here. She's like, what'd she call me? Blodavid. So this says, so first of all, it's the number 33, right? Which is 6, which is, we're in a 6th year. So this is another synchronicity here. This says renewal, freedom, manifestation, authenticity. What did I say about being as much yourself as you could possibly be? And that's what's going to draw a lot of this energy to you. Hello and goodbye. Hello again. With the renewal, new cycles, new opportunities, manifestation, back to the wish fulfillment, freedom. You know, also the fact that she's, you know, shown here with the owl. Let's talk about owl medicine briefly. That's being able to see others and ourselves incredibly clearly, but it's also a straight shot to our intuition, right? Again, I'm telling you, there's going to be so much that is coming to you beginning this month. You're going to be able to see the beginnings of it. And it's like, whoa, let me play this really like mindfully, because this could set me up for a very different change of circumstances in a really like a big way. This is not subtle. There ain't nothing subtle about Aquarians or this energy. Renewal, yes, bucking the system. Freedom, yes, a new different way of doing things that is more fair, that is more, you know, humanitarian minded. Manifestation, back to the wish fulfillment, and authenticity, people being drawn to us for who we are as a unique being in soul, our unique perspective, our unique way of going about things, our unique way of giving advice or providing counsel. Live and work. Aquarians, this is my favorite Aquarian reading in quite some time, and I'm absolutely here for it. With that being said, I'm wishing you guys the most blessed February ahead. I hope you guys have very happy birthdays. Let me know when your birthday is in the comments below. I know I missed the last of January, but let me know. My birthday's coming up soon as well. I'm a Groundhog's Day baby, so / in bulk baby. Is anybody else February 2nd in here? Along with that, a quick announcement. I announced this last month as well. I have a new Facebook group that is very much for intuitively minded, spiritual, metaphysically inclined people. It's a group that I've created on Facebook that is safe and private and uplifting and positive for people to talk about their intuitive development, to ask questions, to share stories, to talk about what's the energy doing right now? What are you feeling? Or whatever it is. So I would be so honored if you guys, it's mostly Aquarians in the group, I think.